Brigalow region of southeast Queensland has experienced 2 weeks of heavy rain. With non-porous soil and less vegetation, the creeks flood and ephemeral pools become habitat for frogs. With the rain, the flowers bloom and invertebrates emerge, a key food source for a lot of wildlife.
Out here near Glenmorgan.
As we get closer to our destination, you can see pools of water adjacent to the road. These are often utilised by frogs to breed and lay their eggs during this time of year. There are over 240 described species of frog in Australia, many going unseen by people. Many of these frog species remain burrowed underground, emerging with the heavy rainfall to breed and lay their eggs. The tadpoles develop quickly, an adaptation to avoid dying when the pools dry up again.
It's a little crucifix frog. Wow. Unreal. So cool.
These frogs are quite striking in appearance, one of the few species of Australian frog to display aposematism, using bright colours to warn predators that they are potentially poisonous. They secrete a sticky glue-like substance from their skin. This may be used to ward off predators. It may also have a use in snaring invertebrates, their source of food. They spend most of their time burrowed underground in a cocoon-like structure. The tadpoles develop quickly, a survival strategy to the conditions of the land.
It's another one. This one's a bit smaller.
Cruising the roads at certain times of day or night can be an effective way of finding wildlife.
It's a big one. Hey.
The blue-tongued skink is an iconic Australian species, and one I never get tired of seeing. The shingleback has many common names, such as the bobtail or pinecone lizard, Despite their appearance, they are closely related to the blue-tongued skink, both belonging to the genus Tilica. Shinglebacks also have that blue tongue. Shinglebacks form monogamous breeding pairs. Spending most of the year separately, during the breeding season they reunite to breed. They are a common species, with a very wide distribution. They are still one of my favourite animals on the planet. It's a good time of year to see them, as their diet consists of invertebrates and fruit, but also flowers that are in abundance at this time of year. One thing many people don't know is that blue tongues bear live young. They are technically ovoviviparous, which means that the eggs hatch inside the mother before she gives birth. The blue tongue is generally docile in nature, and its omnivorous diet makes it a suitable pet. Geckos are often abundant at night in the right conditions. Many other species are active at night too. With such a large abundance of frogs, this also attracts predators, such as the diseased banded snakes, also known as mud adders, though they are not closely related to death adders. These snakes also spend a lot of time underground and in soil cracks. They predate mostly on frogs. They are very common species to find in these conditions. Australia is home to many species of elapids. A lot of them, particularly the smaller ones, are overlooked, such as this curl snake. Despite its wide distribution, it's not commonly seen. Australia's largest burrowing spiders, the tarantulas, are also present in this region. I hope you enjoyed these videos showing the impacts the changing of seasons can have on the land and wildlife. There is much value in these observations in regards to conservation, but also herping in general. And for those keeping reptiles at home, there's much value in trying to replicate what you see in nature.